What is up, guys? This is Chase Oliver 68 here, and before you guys continue watching this Raw review, go check out the Excellence of Wrestling, my new group, and I'll be uploading a video there tomorrow featuring a review of the live SmackDowns. But let's get started with Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw was live from the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, baby. And pretty much that's all you need to know about that place. Raw opened up with Piper's Pit, featuring the one and only John Cena. And this segment really made Roddy Piper go down underneath the skin of John Cena and try to make Cena understand that I know you're getting hatred and you're not accepting it. You are just playing it off, and I want you to get it off your chest, all this hatred that you have towards these fans who boo you. I just want you to feel the emotions that these fans are giving you and let it loose. Cena's like, oh no, you know, the same old John Cena speech when it comes down to the fans and what they think about him. I have my own opinion. They cheer for who they want to cheer. Yada yada yada. You know, all that Cena stuff that we always hear from John Cena. But Roddy Piper wants him to feel the energy and get it off his chest and stop being a wimp about it. So what Roddy Piper does is says from one Hall of Famer to another, bam, slaps John Cena across the face, and Cena walks away. And this is an interesting angle, and I did enjoy this angle. I enjoyed it because it's hinting something maybe. Who knows what's going to happen with John Cena? Is John Cena really going to turn the word, as us smarks like to call it, heel? I don't know, but this was a nice angle. I enjoyed it. It was much better than the This Is Our Life segment. It wasn't like the best angle ever, but it was a very enjoyable angle. Up next, oh. Woo! John Morrison, say goodbye to the WWE. You're jobbing out just like the way you are. You're going out in some certain style. Future endeavored is what John Laurinaitis is gonna text you. Oh, kick it! Goodbye, John Morrison. Quick little thoughts about John Morrison. You know, John Morrison was a nice young talent who I feel kind of buried his own grave maybe because of what he said at WrestleMania. I don't know. He was a guy that I felt WWE could have used a little bit better. I'm not saying this guy was a future world champion at this level, at his time of his career, but building up along the line, maybe in a year or two, he could have definitely been a main player for the WWE. And it just sucks, you know, what happened to him. I wish him luck, and we will see you in TNA, brother! But besides that, the way John Morrison went bye-bye, it was a Falls Count Anywhere match with The Miz. Miz beats him up before the match with a pipe. Morrison is being a warrior, and he's trying to fight off The Miz, but The Miz ends up winning. And then The Miz, in the weirdest scene ever, they go close up, and we're going to go close up for this segment. We're like Monday Night Raw, where we have to see every little facial expression of The Miz to show that The Miz doesn't have acne anymore. He talked about how it was R-Truth last week, John Morrison this week. Who's next week? No one will know because I'm awesome. And they just kept on showing his face like it was the weirdest thing. Why? I don't understand why there was that huge close-up. It distracted me. It looked kind of weird and whatnot. But Miz is basically hinting he's trying to get rid of all this dead weight from his past to show he's serious. And I don't know what to take on serious Miz yet. I really don't. Will this be a career move for The Miz that we're going to see often? I don't know. But if Miz ends up making this character as interesting as his last, who knows? Maybe change the character is a good thing. Boy, what time is it? Oh, it's time for my jog. For this next segment, I'm going to jog around my freaking room and talk about it. So, we got the Divas title match. You know, yeah, no, not even a Divas title match, a Divas match. You know, that segment everyone cares about on the show. So, Bella Twins faced off against Kelly and Alicia Fox. Who the fuck did you guys think won this one? Of course, it was the Bella. No, not even the Bella Twins. They suck. It's all about Kelly and Alicia Fox. They won this one. No obvious reason here. It's obvious they're building up Alicia Fox for whatever reason to face Beth at TLC. At this point, I don't care what the Divas do. I mean, obviously Natalia and Beth are living examples as they made Natalia and Beth, all they do was run around the ring during this segment. So, why can't I run around my room during this segment? Just whatever about it. Punk versus Del Rio gets hyped up with this little video game preview, and they talked about how it's the greatest game ever played. If you want to know my thoughts on WWE 12, go check out my review on my channel. After that, John Laurinaitis and David Otunga, they were talking backstage, and John Laurinaitis, he's on his cell phone. Brutus! No, I said you would debut this week, but guess what? You're not debuting until next year, at this time, at this day. In fact, the more I push you back, the more angry you will be and kill someone. So pretty much, Brodus Clay, he's not coming to the WWE right now. They're just trying to build it up, and they're making these excuses saying, oh, it's just a way for Brodus to be more angry. He's doing a favor for Brodus. And CM Punk comes up with facts that he found on Google, like I found. Did you know if you type in Off the Rope Show, you see that there's 18,000 hits on the weird guy who hates Randy Orton? And if you type in Tree of Woe Show, you get 23,000 hits on the two guys who argue about Randy Orton and RVD. And if you type in the British Fist, you get 55,000 hits of Tea Time segments. Oh, if you also type in Schleg Daddy and Eagle, you get 1 million hits. That's how big his ego is. Oh, and if you type in Mr. Rout, all you get is Schleg Daddy's partner on the show. That's weird. Those are some facts that I found. But besides that, pretty much CM Punk insults them, and David Otunga, he's a Harvard Law degree student. He's no longer the wannabe Kanye West of the WWE. And as a Harvard Law degree student, he can read minds of people before they even speak. So which means CM Punk is playing mind games with them. So which means he wants to get intentionally disqualified to keep the belt. David Otunga, why can't you just play this role all the time? Holy shit, brilliant work. Can't tell sarcasm? That's what it is. Dolph Ziggler and Randy Orton have a match, and Wade Barrett comes out on commentary. Nice little TV match. I enjoyed this match between Dolph and Randy. These two seem to work well with each other. Even earlier this year when they had a match, they really do work well together. And surprisingly, Dolph Ziggler wins. And if Dolph Ziggler wins next week, I promise, on my next Raw review, I will do a headstand just like Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, you're not the only one who could do the headstand. I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world I can do it too. But this is good. Dolph won the match. It progresses Randy Orton and Wade Barrett to maybe another level. And not only that, it makes Dolph Ziggler seem more important, especially with the little interview they had before where Dolph talked about how he was going to beat Randy. It makes Dolph's character a little bit more interesting, because if he would have lost here, it was just like, okay, Dolph loses again. What is he trying to prove? So really, it was good that Dolph won this match, and I'm fine with it. We come back from break, and, Michael Cole and Daniel Bryan in the ring. Cole calls Bryan a hypocrite, and Bryan basically says, you know what? Shut up. I earned my world title shot. I am the #1 contender for a reason. I never freaking begged or pleaded for anything. I worked my ass off. And the reason why I changed my plans from WrestleMania 28 and to cashing it then, Mark Henry tried to end my career and add me to his names of the Hall of Pain. I'm not in that list of Hall of Pain. If anything, I'm better than Mark Henry. And he just really went on a nice little promo talking about how he wants to make sure Mark Henry pays for his actions. And this is good stuff. And then all of a sudden Mark Henry comes out, and Mark Henry is like, you're insensitive for doing what you did. Teddy Long's a douche. And he's just cutting this heel promo. No one's caring about his sensitive side of work and stuff, and he's just being a little crybaby heel, which is always fun to watch. I haven't seen a crybaby heel like that since JBL, and it's funny to see Mark Henry do this. And then he's like, you can't beat me, Daniel Bryan. And Daniel Bryan comes down the ramp and he goes, oh, I can't beat you, kicks Mark Henry in the leg, and Mark Henry just was Limpy's like, we'll see tomorrow night on SmackDown, and this makes me want to see the match even more. And this is good because Daniel Bryan actually showed a little bit of charisma here. I thought Daniel Bryan did a good job showing off charisma here, so I'm happy for that fact. And Mark Henry and Daniel Bryan tomorrow night on SmackDown should be an interesting match, and I cannot wait to see that match. Next up, we get Zack Ryder versus Jack Swagger. Gee, I wonder who the winner is here. Zack Ryder, guys. Jack Swagger, I don't know what's up with him. WWE hates him now, I guess, or whatever, but he's pretty much futile at this point. I mean, Jack Swagger is just Jack Swagger. It's just whatever he does, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter what Jack Swagger does. Jack Swagger is just there to be some loser weirdo. I mean, they don't want to do anything freaking productive with him. They just look at him and say, hey, we need you to face this guy because he's getting a push. You keep looking good. And he just does whatever, you know. He's Jack fucking Swagger. So, yeah. I mean, if Swagger wins one time, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll go shirtless. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a Swagger dance or Swagger push-ups. Who knows? I'll find out. But that's when he wins a match. Then we get on to Mick Foley coming out dressed as Santa Claus. And Santa Claus, you know, he's promoting that it's a holiday SmackDown. And what fucking holiday is it that it's a holiday SmackDown? I don't know. But holiday SmackDown, should watch tomorrow. Cuts a funny little rhyme. Hey, you know, building up to SmackDown tomorrow live. Great job, WWE. I like that. I like that shit. Next up, we get to the main event, which is CM Punk, the WWE Champion, defending against Alberto Del Rio in a fine classic matchup that, you know, was very good on TV. You know, it wasn't like, what I mean by classic, I'll just say a fine classic Raw TV match. How about that? It was a nice little TV match to see on Raw, and a match that I enjoyed very heavily. CM Punk ends up winning after he hits the GTS to the turnbuckle, the exposed turnbuckle, and Ricardo Rodriguez gets into CM Punk's face. CM Punk just says, whatever, I won, and GTS is him and ends the show. It's CM Punk's show, baby. So, Monday Night Raw this week. Surprisingly enough, I was enjoying Raw. Sure, it was little on the promo heavy side, but in all honesty, the matches that were present on this week's Raw was actually very enjoyable and tied into feuds that could probably happen in the near future. I felt for the opening segment, it went on pretty well, and it kind of just stayed on a good flat line throughout the rest of the show. I truly did enjoy this week's Raw. It's not like an A show. There was some stuff where it was like, like the Diva segment. Why the fuck is Natalya and freaking Beth Phoenix running around the ring? Productive work with these people, please. They're promoting SmackDown, and also downside is a little bit of no promotion for TLC. I don't know what's going on TLC, and looks like Kevin Nash couldn't make the show, but it is what it is. But hey, Monday Night Raw for me gets a solid B. Pretty good, since the last Raws have been like C minuses as of late. But what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw? Comment down below your thoughts. If you guys enjoyed this video, subscribe up above for more content from me, Chase Oliver68. Follow me on Twitter. And yeah, pretty much that's about it. This is Chase Oliver68 here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Excellence of Wrestling. Redneck said it's right there. And yeah, so peace, y'all.